full of vibrant young people. More power to the youth, more power. More power to the youth, more power.
More power.
It's a true honor to be here to speak with these young people, but also to share the story of GCA and Homa Bay. The work that GCA is doing as far as local adaptation is concerned, not just in the cities, Your Excellency, Macky Sall, as you said, not just in the cities, not just in the boardrooms, but in down in the villages. And we're very, very happy that as Homa Bay we have this opportunity to work with GCA to drive local adaptation that has young people at the center. And I think our rooms should look more like this when we have discussions on adaptation, because these are the people, as you said correctly in your communique, the decisions we're making today don't affect us much as they will affect the young people sitting in this room. And I think His Excellency Ban Ki-moon has told you to stand up and speak and take this opportunity seriously. And I heard in the video Professor Patrick saying it will take relentless and ruthless and laser focus, because the obstacles are many. But if you give up on the first, then you will not move to the second. So you have to have that ruthless and relentless focus and laser focus. Where are we going? And we must get to where we are going. So I think you are very, very fortunate as young people of this country and of Africa to have had the very, very wise words that have been spoken to you, and you should take them extremely seriously. So I'm honored to address this very, very esteemed audience, and as we deliberate on intergenerational equity and inclusive strategies to accelerate climate adaptation. This conversation could not be timelier as our country and county confronts the intertwined challenges of climate change and youth unemployment. Homa Bay is recognized as the Lake County, and we host 80% of Kenya's Lake Victoria. Kenya has 6% of Lake Victoria, and 80% of that is in Homa Bay. Homa Bay has been adversely impacted by the catastrophic consequences of climate change. The rise of the lake water levels has resulted in loss of human life and destruction of property and infrastructure, as evidenced by the recent events in a place called Sindo, where we lost 4 lives and over 1,000 homes and a lot of property. Climate change adaptation for Homa Bay is an urgent life and survival matter. We remain steadfast in our aspiration to see Homa Bay evolve into a vibrant, sustainable city within the next decade, with climate-smart infrastructure as the underpinning principle. It is an ambitious, yet fully attainable vision for a county rich in resilience and potential. Indeed, our name is the County of Endless Potential. To realize this vision, we must engage in deliberate climate-smart development planning that addresses today's climate risks while safeguarding the lives and livelihoods of generations to come. It is with this conviction that over a year ago, and with the invaluable support of the Global Center on Adaptation and Akiba Mashinani, which has worked with GCA here in Mukuru, together with Tom Mboya University and under a partnership with the United Cities and Local Governments of Africa, we launched what we believe is Kenya's first climate resilience, locally led municipal, local, physical, and land use development plan, known as the Locally Led People's Adaptation Plan. What makes this process truly groundbreaking is that it put the poorest and most vulnerable communities, including the youth and women, at the center, beginning with informal settlements of Makongeni, Shauri Yako, and Sofia. We did not speak for the people. We worked with them to define their vision of a climate-resilient future. In Sofia, Makongeni, and Shauri Yako informal settlements in Homa Bay, the residents have mapped their risks and charted their own adaptation path. The county government supported, enabled, and elevated this bottom-up planning process. Upon assumption of office as governor of Homa Bay, guided by the principle of a people-centered government, I put in place robust mechanisms for people's participation through the village cluster model of public participation. The locally led People's Adaptation Plan that we have worked on together with GCA aligns with our public participation model. Our motivation was clear: to build Homa Bay as a sustainable urban center, firmly rooted in local realities, shaped by local voices. Located on the shores, as I have said, we are on the shores of Lake Victoria, and we are rapidly urbanizing. We have come to the recognition that we must deal with this rapid urbanization, just like many cities across Kenya. But unlike many, we have chosen to confront the risks of urban poverty, exclusion, and environmental vulnerability head-on through a plan created by the people, for the people. This urban transition presents us with a rare opportunity to steer growth in a way that is just, inclusive, and resilient. Through the People's Adaptation Planning process, we conducted deep consultations, trained local NGOs in data collection, executed household enumerations, and mapped communities. Each informal settlement now has a detailed situational analysis. A rapid climate risk assessment for Homa Bay municipality was completed to guide the adaptation priorities. Notably, youth from the community and students from Tom Mboya University played a pivotal role, ensuring robust data and building skills that will sustain this process for years to come. We need to extend this planning to other municipalities of Kendu Bay, Oyugis, Mbita, and Diwa. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, during the planning process, numerous validation forums were held at the settlement level and at the county level so that the voices of Homa Bay residents could shape the future of their municipality. We are now in the final stages of this landmark plan and will soon present it to the County Assembly of Homa Bay for approval. Its implementation is already aligned with ongoing programs such as the African Development Bank, Kenya National Urban Water and Sanitation Program. Our main request as we engage in today's forum is to continue to get both technical and financial support for implementation of this plan that we will be able to develop. In addition to the ongoing Homa Bay Municipality People's Adaptation Plan, we request GCA for further collaboration on a 5-year program to prepare people's adaptation plans for all the municipalities and communities along the lakefront, including the islands that are adversely affected by climate change. In conclusion, we look forward to great conversations and partnerships and welcome you all to visit Homa Bay, and we're happy that Patrick will be with us next week in Homa Bay, next Monday. And we welcome you all to get an opportunity to visit the County of Endless Potential in Homa Bay. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana.